This is Dr. Ed Turose, and welcome to Focus Life Business. And we're going to talk about some business things in this specific podcast because we have to help you understand business is changing constantly. Now, I spent 37 years in Fortune 100, 10 with Unilever as a manager, the largest packaged good company in the world, and 27 as a manager and trainer with the Coca-Cola Company. And I trained individuals in multiple different aspects of business. But one of the main things that we're looking at right now in the world system is that there's reskilling and upskilling. You need to upskill yourself. Okay, that means taking some of the information you might know as a skill and refining that skill to make it a greater opportunity to work for you in the workplace. Number two is in the area of reskilling, where you might need to reskill and get some new skills based on maybe your job or maybe some specific situations in the organization. I want to talk to you today about the number one skill. Now, I have put together multiple courses on the Focus Life Institute under the business tab. You can check that out. But I'm talking today about the top 10 essential soft skills that LinkedIn's been saying for the last 20 years. They've been saying that employers are saying that people coming out of college or high schools lack the essential soft skills. And it might be great to have a technical skill, but if you can't communicate with people, and you can't get along with people, and you can't collaborate or reduce conflict and have the confidence and creativity and character, decision making, problem solving, time management, these specific skills that I trained up at the Focus Life Institute under that business tab, you can see what we have. But I'm here to talk to you today about that one skill called communication. You know, we have gotten to the situation now where we communicate mainly by text. And I can tell you what, we live in an age right now where customer service and the communication level with our customers might be affected. Now, I train individuals at the Coca-Cola Company throughout the nation and specifically talk to them about how to communicate effectively with individuals of different personality styles. See, if you can learn the different personality styles of people, as soon as you walk into a room, go into a meeting, you can identify that personality style. It's going to give you the edge that you need to have in the workplace. Now, I'm talking about you walking in maybe to a customer. Maybe it's a new buyer. Maybe it's individuals of a new peer. Somebody just got hired. How do I do what I train up on, the ABC method? How do I adapt, blend, and connect my personality style with others? Because let's face the facts. They're not going to blend to your style. If you have a dominant boss like I've had throughout my career, and most managers are very dominant, people, other ones are very task oriented. But if you can identify through the system of the DISC, D-I-S-C, and I've been training on that specific instrument for over 30 years, and that's what I did at the Coca-Cola Company. I went into different markets and I found out the different behavioral styles of people, and I taught them how to work better with each other and how to adapt, blend, and connect and get in sync. Get in sync with each other to see greater levels of results. And this is one of the greatest issues. Let's face the facts. I've been in business for over 37 years. One of the greatest things that I've seen that hurts businesses is in the area of different personality styles not able to get along. And so think about this, your customers. When I worked for the Coca-Cola Company, I had some specific customers, top customers in the country. I ran a $75 million territory, and I had 6 different markets. But one of my customers was a real proactive customer that's one of the best customers in the world for grocery sales, okay? And we would go in there with some of the people that I was working with, trying to cram and ram our products and certain things into these individuals, and it never worked. And because I knew personality, I would say we need to take a step back here. If we're dealing with some individuals that are very dominant and very direct, we have to communicate very differently to those people who are very secure, very stable, very laid back. You have to adapt, blend, and connect your style. So I would teach the individuals, because I was managing those markets, and I had individuals, business managers that were going in there, and I'd have to go in there and say, we have to stop and slow the process down. So this one customer, I tell you what, the individual that was running as a vice president was very stable, very secure. And this is really the largest percentage of people in the workplace right now. Stable, secure, tell me what to do, I'll do it, not going to take a lot of risk. And so we'd go in there with our customers, and I had to build relationship with this individual, and I did. And once I built relationship, I would go in there and ask him personally, I'd say, tell me about your business. See, I want him to communicate with me what his situation is so I can adapt and blend and connect my personality style with his and be able to go back to him and say, okay, I can help meet your need. Let's do it together. It's a win for you. It's a win for us as a manufacturer. And so we would go in there and I would ask him about the business and I would be able to interview him about what the needs are and specifically what was he paid on for his bonus. See, I want to make him look good. And so I would adapt and blend it and connect my style with him. I had to sit down and push some people away sometimes who were trying to drive some things. And I would bring in two alternatives based on my communication of what we can do to help solidify basically his market share, solidify his needs as obviously his personal needs and professional needs, specifically in the area of maybe a bonus, etc. And really about margin and how much sales he can gain to put more cash into that organization and more profitability. And so what I did was I would offer one or two options. I would not try to close the sale at that time because I knew that that individual, based on a personality style, was going to take this information, look at it, read it, hold it up a little bit, discern it, before they made a decision. They're not a dominant style behavior that's going to make a quick decision. They're not an I personality style, which is a people person who wants to talk it out. He was not really had a high C personality of the disc, which is based on a lot of details, a lot of facts. They just wanted to do their job, do it consistently, make the numbers that he wanted to do, and not really, ruffle the feathers. But I had to help him take the risk based on what I was showing him with two options. I would give him this information. My communication was, hey, I'm going to give this to you. Take a look at it. I'll get back to you. I'd email him in the next week and say, hey, we're coming back in 3 weeks. Let me know what you think you're going to do with some of these opportunities. Well, I'd go back there a month later. And just before we're getting ready to launch maybe a new item or trying to get our products in the advertising schedule, obviously just sell more product and bring more profitability. And I had to really show him some of the details why our brands at the Minute Maid Company with the Coca-Cola Company were more superior in my competition in terms of gross profit, net revenue for the organization. And when I showed him these details and facts, then I'd ask him, what do you think about the best decision for you? And he would come back to me and say, I like to do this. He said, I want to go ahead and do this. And it really was the first thing that I gave him when I walked in the door a month before. But my communication level, in order to be able to solidify my relationship with him, number two, help him understand this is best for him and best for us. Number three, understand his goals and objectives, but adapt and blend and connect my personality style based on his personality style, not me trying to do something to manipulate him or be able to get things to move forward. Now, when I did this built a relationship of what I call trust, right? This is where you have trust with each other because he knew that I was looking after his best interest. I wasn't trying to make my sales number. I knew I'd make my sales number based on just our relationship and based on the opportunities I provided for him. But I had to provide a few details, but I had to take my time, slow the process down. And that's one of the hardest things for most salespeople because most salespeople are that I dominant style, I and D, let's go, come on, we're going to get it done. Sell, cheerleader, when I'm dealing with different personality styles. So I hope this helped you in your communication. That's why I go over to our website at focuslifeinstitute.com. Check out our business link, and you're going to see multiple courses there, especially on the one on the personal and behavioral development that talks about helping you understand the different personalities of individuals. I taught my children, my grandchildren this. It helped them in the school aspect, how to get in sync with a teacher, how to get in sync with different people when they started a job, how to be able to identify that communication level of who that person is, and then be able to do those specific things that we help you with in this course to help you understand how to be more successful in your business. Now, once you begin to do that and you're reading people successfully and you're starting to see your levels of success go to another level and have greater levels of influence, guess what? Your peers and your managers are going to take notice of you and they're going to say, we need to promote this individual. So I want to encourage you, take a look at the courses. Take a look also at the heroes effect. These are virtues in societies that have been lost right now. What I use at the Coca-Cola Company to be able to see myself serve my way up through the organization and also have share leadership and have influence. So check it all out at focuslifeinstitute.com underneath the business training. And remember this, your focus that does determine your future.